Welcome to Days at Dogwood Canyon, a nature podcast brought to you by Dogwood Canyon Audubon Center in Cedar Hill, Texas. This is a podcast that will take you into our 200-acre wildlife preserve in the heart of the DFW Metroplex. Take a quick weekly break with us and get outside with the fresh air, the trees, and of course, the birds. My name is Kirsten and I'm Center Coordinator Community Programs here at Dogwood Canyon Audubon Center. Welcome, listeners, to our Days at Dogwood Canyon podcast. This is a podcast about nature, birds, plants, and us. We'll talk about how we all rely on each other to live our best lives. It's still summertime here in North Texas, and that means our summer bird residents are still with us. One of my favorite summer residents at Dogwood Canyon Audubon Center is the white-eyed vireo, Vireo griseus. This lovely little bird is only 5 inches in length and weighs 0.4 ounces. So when I say little, I am not exaggerating. The 4 colors you will see on this bird are yellow, gray, olive, and white. If you're lucky enough to see this bird sitting still, you'll see a patchwork of yellow on the face, the flanks, and the tail, with a gray head, neck, and cheeks. White begins on the throat and runs down the belly and to his fluffy legs. The olive is seen on the face and down the back. I know this sounds like a lot, but the colors are integrated so beautifully, I am sure that the most famous painters were inspired by the white-eyed vireo's coloration. A close-up of the songbird's face reveals a yellow mask that begins at the beak and fits tightly around the eyes. 2 yellowish-white wing bars adorn the wings, and just as the name states, they have a white eye. A bright white iris rings their dark pupil. Males and females look similar, while juveniles lack the defined gray coloration. White-eyed vireos spend the breeding season and their summers from northeast Texas over to the East Coast from the Gulf states to Massachusetts. They spend the winters along the Gulf Coast from Texas to South Carolina, as well as central and southern Mexico along the Gulf. Vireos in general are insect eaters, and white-eyed vireos are no exception. In the warmer months, they will feast on insects, spiders, and sometimes small lizards, very small lizards. Come fall and winter, they will eat seeds and berries. You will hear them foraging in shrubs or dense undergrowth. They won't be on the ground most of the time, but in the thick vegetation near the ground. The white-eyed vireo is often found in the same range as the red-eyed vireo, and a great way to tell them apart is with their song. The white-eyed vireo sounds like this. It's such a cheery noise. I'm always excited to hear them come spring. Now, before we say goodbye to the white-eyed vireo, here are a few trivia facts for you. The white-eyed vireo is one of only 2 songbird species in the United States with white eyes. The second is the wren tit. The second trivia fact has to deal with fossils. An approximately 400,000-year-old wing bone from a white-eyed vireo is the only fossil record of any vireo in North America. Now, those are some facts that will wow your friends at your next dinner party. You're welcome. Where can you see white-eyed vireos at Dogwood Canyon Audubon Center? This is a tricky answer because catching a glimpse of these tiny birds is much more difficult than hearing them. They're really everywhere in the preserve. You can hear them at the center building, in nature play, on the canyon floor trail, and all along the switchback up to the top of the canyon. The best place to attempt a sighting is in our nature play area, where you can lay back on a picnic bench and watch the little birds flit among the branches above. You will often catch a glimpse of the white-eyed vireo. Well, listeners, I hope to see you all out at Dogwood Canyon Audubon Center looking for the white-eyed vireo. Audio provided by Lang Elliott, Music of Nature.